What's up, guys? Wearing a Ford shirt, and guess what we're doing today? Something I've never done. 63 Corvette, which I don't know if I can flip it, but it is a 63. Gotta watch this. This is going to be a great video. It's going to be about learning how to build a model car like you would buy as a kid, or if you've never done it. This will show you how to debur it. This is the first part of a series I'm going to do on this particular type of build. One of the things I want to show you is there's a lot of parts. When you get these parts, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of pieces that need to be cleaned up. You got to clean these parts up. I mean, if you don't, you're going to get you put into it what you're going to get out of it, pretty much. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do this. And you can use any razor. You can use a cheap one. I particularly like this one. So what this is taking the 63 split window, which I'll show you here. You can pause that if you want to. I don't know if you can read that or not. But this one comes with different options, meaning you can make it street or strip. So you can basically take it and put the fat tires on it, or you can put the regular tires. I'm gonna go complete street with this one. Not street, I'm sorry, but the strip, making it completely for the drag strip. So the whole point of this video is to debur it. I started on a little bit and I said, hang on, let me make a video of this. So what you're gonna do is take your razor knife, any edges that you can see on it that are like, I don't know if you can see that right there, but right in here there's stuff that needs to be taken off. So you want to take your razor and just basically debur it. So this is a deburring video for a reason, because you want to get it clean and crisp. And just so you know, I don't know if you can see this right here. That's the paint I'm using. It's an iridescent. It's called, well, not iridescent, but transparent. I'm sorry. It's a gloss transparent blue. So what I'm going to do is take that along with this. So the first coat I put on, I'm going to leave it sticky, and I'm going to make metal flake in it, and then put this on there after the first coat, then come back with the next coat, and hopefully it'll turn out pretty well. So I'm going to show you through the parts. So your parts are going to come like this. I don't know if you can see, all this is extra. This is stuff you don't want. And you got these little burrs here. So you want to take your razor knife and just basically clean it up. You got, this is your dash right here. So you see your dashes, and you can see it down on the bottom here. I don't know if you can see it, but you can take this, clean it, and you want to take your razor knife and clean it. You can take it off as you go, but I like to keep it on there just because when I go through and actually read the directions at some point, because you're going to have to, just to make sure you're doing what's right. I mean, you don't have to on all of them, but if you want to just start out doing the right thing, you want to read your directions. Excuse me. So, like, for instance, I don't know if you can see this right here. That's just a big old burr from when they made the mold for this. There's extra pieces that are just stuck in there. So you definitely want to get that out of there and clean it up the best you can, because the cleaner it looks, obviously, the better it's going to look in the end. So there's some pieces that are unlevel. You have to trim it off. Like, here's your fan motor. You can see there's extra on there when you look at it. Completely extra. There's no reason for these pieces to be on there. So, I bent that one, but that's okay. I'm going to cut and trim it a little bit at a time. And try not to cut yourself or hurt yourself. And don't worry, if you break a piece, plenty of glue. And it all goes back together pretty good. So, see this here, right into this piece. There's it's connected, which these are two different type of setup. These are actually seat belts, by the way. I thought they were fans, but if you look, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's the seat belt latches. So these will go like on the actual seats. So here's your steering wheel, which I think on this particular model, no, there's only one steering wheel. So, but anyway, just to give you an idea, like your belt fans. I don't know if you can see this here. Let me get it down here low. See, this is all wavy. So you just want to clean it up. It's called deburring. You want to deburr the whole thing, because just like you do a 3D print or anything else, and this is pretty much the same concept, you're going to have stuff left over. The only difference is you're buying this instead of making it. And when you buy it, believe it or not, they make it. So this is like through plastic molds. Maybe they're doing it 3D now. I doubt it, but this stuff has been done for years and years. You know, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. I've not made one of these in probably 20 years. So the challenge for me is to try and do it and show you guys, especially if you've never done it, how to get back into it and enjoy it. Now here's the fan blade, which I thought I was dealing with. This is the little fan blade. So as you can see how it's attached in 3 different points here? It's tough to get these apart. This is the things that people or kids or anyone else would break. So you want to take the one part, cut it, and then kind of work it back and forth. Get it to break loose. Pull. And then once you get it loose, you can look at it and see that it's not symmetrical. We have a piece here, right here, that just doesn't go with anything else. So you want to take and use your razor knife, get that out of there, and get it cleaned up. So now you have a good fan for the front of the motor. So like I said before, what I'm trying to do is just get it deburred enough to where I can have something to work with. And as you go, you're going to find that there's little pieces and parts that you didn't realize need to be cleaned up a little bit. As for what I do, like actually add spark plugs. One of the best things you can use for spark plug wires, I said spark plugs, but I meant wires, is dental floss. You try to get the non-wax, but they don't even sell that anymore hardly. So what I'll do is take this, strip it, get all the wax off of it, and put it in there as spark plug wires. And it's not hard. A little bit of glue, a little bit of patience. So just to give you an idea of all the different parts we got here. So we have 2 different hoods, which this is the stock version, I believe, and this is the street versus the strip. It's basically what it is. So this is the strip, which is what I'm using. It also comes with this one. This is a setup which is made for 2 different types of setups. If you want to use the street version, which is going to be basically stock, then you'd go with these wheels. But I'm using the strip, which is basically a dragster, whatever, with the blower coming out of the front and everything. So I'm using this. Excuse me. This is the blower. Now this is going to obviously change everything about the car, because the tires are going to be different, like I said. If you see that, it says on the tires, Race Master. These are the same on the front. They're going to be originally stock, and then you're going to put these on the rear, which are the fat tires. I'd call them back in the day Mickey's, but whatever you want to call them nowadays, I'm not sure. So like I said, the deburring process is tedious, but this is most critical if you're going to make a decent model. That's pretty much similar to what you have. So since I don't need this, I'll pull that off, throw that to the side. But like on these motor parts, they're pretty clean for the most part. And here, this is your firewall for the front part of the car. So usually, like when you peel those off, you'll have little burrs, and that's why I named this deburring. So you clean up, just check around the edges, just look at it, See what you're working with, so we know that's good. So I'm setting it over here by the fan. So here's your interior stock version, which is going to be stock for the most part on the inside, except for a few minor things. So just check around the edges and look for anything that's out of the ordinary. There's a little burr sticking out there, right there. Just kind of clean that up. All right. Looking good. So now to the body. I started deburring it a little bit, but not much, because there wasn't much to be done on it. As you can see, the body does not look too bad. You always want to look for inside of here and here, and look for anything that's going to make it where it's hard to put the insides in, you know, the parts that are going to look good on the outside, because you don't want anything to obstruct it. You know, you can see here there's little furries. Get those off of there. There we go. There we go. So we're going to clean that up. Once you're done with that, here's the glass section of it. It's going to go on the inside of this, which I can show you real quick. So that's going to go inside of there. And you got to push it, here we go, push it back to the right spot. There we go. Looking nice, looking good. All right, so here we go with the oil pan, the motor, air filter. Okay, and we got that. Now there's two different versions of the motor because, like I said, you got street or strip. This is going to be, if you look at it, street. So you're going from a small block, basically what they're doing here is, to a big block. Now if you look on here, the belts, which you're going to paint black, got burrs on them. And so what's going to happen is once you take this off, here's that side of the motor, you're going to look at it and see that you do not need this right here. You don't need this or this. So you're going to take it carefully, cut it off, and get it level as best you can. It doesn't have to be completely perfect because paint's going to cover up a lot of it, but you want to get as best you can. So there's that, and that's your little, that's what you're going to use to glue to. So look at this, you got a little burr here, right there. Take that off. So then take the other side. This is the big block side, not the small block. So you got this sticking up. You want that going. And you have this right here. Gone. So let's see, there you go. And once you do that, you want to look at it, see if you got any extra burrs. There. Set that to the side. Okay. So here is one of the most important pieces, which I think is most important. So there's your dash. So when you pull that apart, look at it. I don't know if you can see this right here. There's burrs, there's debris over here. So you want to use your razor knife. Skim down it, trim it. There we go. Some more right there. Because this is gonna stick out. If you don't clean this stuff up, it's gonna suck pretty much. Alright, so look, there's a piece right here on the dash. I don't know if you can see that right there. There we go. Let's see here a little bit. All right, still working on it. There we go. And like I said, paint's going to help you a lot. It's going to make a lot of this stuff look like it's supposed to. But you definitely want to take the time to deburr this stuff. There's the dash. So each part you take off as you go. That's kind of the point. Now here's, I'll take this off here because it's not something most people would see. Here's a helmet that comes with the car. Why? Your guess is as good as mine, because there's no person. So there's nobody to put this helmet onto. But there is a helmet. We'll come back to that later. Now here's your body. Now on the Corvettes, obviously back in the day they were fiberglass, so they considered it to be a unibody. So I kind of deburred this a little bit, but there's still stuff that's like right here, there's a little piece sticking up. So the whole point of this is just to clean it up. Now, this little thing here is the only thing you got in the back, which is brake light. So you got one here, and that's your. These are going to be your exhaust pipes coming out. Which, let me see over here what we got for exhaust coming out. Let me see here. The chrome piece, I figured that would be chrome, but maybe I'll have to paint those. Yeah, I might have to paint them. So you got two different front end choices, or rear end and front end, or different is what I'm trying to say, not choices, but so here's your front parts, which no, oh, this is your rear part. I'm sorry, rear parts, front part. That's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share with you guys about deburring and how time consuming this is, but it's so much fun. Here, let me do this with the air cleaner real quick before we go. So look at that. There's burrs here, right there, burrs here. Makes it look a lot better once you clean those burrs off. Alright, cool. Thanks. I know it's a boring video, but in the end, if you stick through this, please feel free to fast forward, go through this stuff, because when you see the end result of this car, I promise you it's going to be worth it. If you spend 5 minutes doing it and you fast forward through everything, I'll still say thumbs up. Either way, appreciate you sticking by for a couple minutes watching it. Boring or not, it's going to be a cool ride at the end of the day. Thanks, guys.